Stoicism is a philosophy invented in ancient Greece that fully flowered in ancient Rome. It was an intellectual invention responding to its time and place 2 millennia ago. The Stoic worldview was a grim adaptation to the emerging New World order of empire and cultural diversity. In our contemporary age, Stoicism has become a pop psychology meme. Self-help gurus stripped out the gritty resignation of Stoicism and paved it over with New Age platitudes. Most recently, Stoicism has been hijacked by the virtual manosphere. There's a noticeable trend on the internet, especially on YouTube, advocating a new form of mega badass maleness beyond all previous forms of asshole maleness. This new incarnation is called Sigma Male Stoicism. The Sigma Male Stoic videos are produced almost exclusively using AI. Whatever men are behind these YouTube pseudo-Stoic channels, they don't have the courage to show their face or put their own voice out there. They hide behind fake images and fake voiceovers that match their fake version of Stoicism. They are a bit obsessed with AI-generated images of pseudo-Greek statues. They use sigma because the term alpha male has been deservedly mocked to death. There is zero connection between the word sigma and any type of stoicism or masculinity. They couldn't use beta male, of course, and for reasons inscrutable, skipped all the way to the 18th letter of the Greek alphabet. Maybe a gamer thing. These video makers aren't into being real, but they are very into scowling, dominance, coldness, and anatomically improbable men showing disdain for anatomically improbable women in their underwear. Sigma male stoicism is attempting to give a philosophical justification for being a bro. I identified the bro affectation in this article here, and I'll put a link below, and then did a follow-up article here, the second link below. Bros are men who act out in blatant and often deliberately uncouth ways to express obliviousness as power. Being a Sigma male stoic is all about expressing obliviousness as power. None of these expressions of obliviousness as power has anything to do with actual Stoic philosophy. Yes, Stoicism trends toward self-centeredness and sees a lack of compassion as a moral virtue. However, this Sigma male Stoic shtick has some creepy incel vibes. The anti-women attitude is very common in this perversion of Stoicism. Really? See, I don't need women. Really, I don't. So much so I have to make videos of anatomically improbable men showing disdain for anatomically improbable women in their underwear to prove to myself I don't need women. But the Sigma male Stoic really does need the ego stroke of imagining women are so into them. The desperation is blatant. Sure, bro, sure. Speaking of needing ego strokes, the Sigma male Stoic really needs to feel he's Mr. Tough Guy who strikes fear in the hearts of everyone else. Sure, bro, sure. Some of these silly videos get thousands of views. The psychological need for affirmation of one's bro credentials must be a desperate one. If only a fake philosophy would do that for one. If only giving a like to AI-generated images of pseudo-Greek statuary makes you a man. Speaking of images, there's a lot of imitation and repetition in this video subgenre, easily done since it's all AI-generated. I bring up all of this Sigma male stoicism silliness, not simply to laugh at it, although it deserves every giggle and guffaw, but to cast some light on it. Many people are asking what is wrong with young men these days. Why their hostility, sexism, and other antisocial behaviors? There are a number of reasons, of course, but one reason is the existence of subcultures like this in the gray corners of the internet where they skulk. It preys on the insecurities of the immature. Young men can walk into a silo like this Sigma male Stoicism and feed off its echo chamber. They can receive regular doses of fake Sigma manhood and feel they understand something profound. Like all labels and their accompanying stereotypes, there's no such thing as Sigma males, and there's certainly no ancient wisdom behind such a daft fantasy. But we live in a society in which entrenched imbalances of power isolate people and instill in them feelings of impotence and frustration. In a society increasingly averse to real connections and conversation, the gray corners of the internet that sell silly personas can reel in the lonely and the desperate. The antidote? Building a culture that recognizes the value of people who give of their heart and offer their hands, and rewards those who care about others rather than those who keep their souls on ice and the rest of reality at arm's length.